Hi everybody, this is Diana from So Very Crafty, and we are here today to make this cute little Valentine's envelope. That's what it is. It's just a Valentine's envelope that is so cute. You can put little treats in it, little notes, love notes for Valentine's Day, or anything you like into this cute little Valentine's heart envelope. I just love this project. It is super simple. It's a beginner project. It takes about 5 minutes to make. I hope you enjoy it as much as I do. And if you do, give me a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and ding that bell for notifications. And if you'd like more sewing and crafting projects that are not here on the YouTube channel, head over to www.soverycrafty.com and you will find tons and tons of more sewing and crafting tutorials that you won't find here. Now, how do we get started on this project? Well, the first thing we're going to do is we are going to download the pattern. And the pattern is not mine, but it comes from Art Gallery Fabrics, and I will put the link to this pattern in the description section of the video, which says see more. So you should be able to click on that link and get to this pattern. It's just 2 pieces of a heart and 1 back piece of a heart, and that's all you need. As far as fabrics are concerned, you're going to need 1/8 of a yard of outer fabric and 1/8 of a yard of lining fabric. And I've used this really cute little birds and hearts fabric for my outer fabric for this Valentine's Day. And again, I've used Kona cotton because I love using Kona cotton. It's so easy to work with for my lining fabric today. And for an embellishment, I am using this little heart button and some cording because I don't have any ribbon, but if you have ribbon, you can use ribbon to wrap around your button just as an embellishment to my little project today. Now, let's get started. What do we need to do? Well, this is so simple. All we need to do is take our pieces and place them right sides together, each one to its corresponding piece. We're going to head over to the sewing machine and we are going to sew these pieces together, right sides together, and we're going to leave an opening here at the top on the long edge of the bottom piece, on the long edge of the top piece, and just on one side of the back piece so that we can turn these pieces right sides together. Now I'm going to head over to the sewing machine and I'm just going to stitch these up. There's no reason to show this on the video because it's just a straight stitch going all the way around, leaving an opening on these pieces for turning, and we'll come back and we will move on to our next step. Okay, now I'm back and I have stitched these right sides together, and now I'm just going to turn them right sides out. And I have that purple thing, poking tool, to help you out with that, or to help me out with that. You can use any kind of poking tool you like, but this one is good for this kind of small project. It really gets into those corners, so I like it for that. And if you don't have that purple thing, I'll put the link below in the description section, so if you want one, you can get one. Now there's our bottom piece. We'll do our top piece and our back piece exactly the same way. Now we have all three of our pieces turned right sides out. I'm going to take the bottom piece and the top piece, and I'm going to go over to the sewing machine and I'm going to top stitch right along this long edge on both the bottom and the top piece so that we can have a nice finished edge for where our project opens up as an envelope, and you'll see how that works later. So I'm just going to run over and do about a 1/8 inch top stitch, and again I'm not going to show that on the video because it's just a straight stitch and there's no need. So let me run over and do that, and I'll come back and we'll finish up this project. Now I've top stitched on both the top and the bottom. Now it's time to join these pieces together so that they form an envelope. Now we are going to place the bottom piece right here on the bottom and the top piece right here on the top. I'm going to take some Wonder Clips and I'm just going to clip these on. You could use pins if you like, but I like these Wonder Clips. Now you're going to notice that the top and the bottom are a little bit larger than the back, and that's so that you can fill it with treats and things. Just make sure that the edges line up and you should be fine. Now we are going to head over to the sewing machine and we are going to stitch all the way around this heart. And you can use either an 1/8 inch or a 1/4 inch seam allowance. I forgot to mention that I did use a 1/4 inch seam allowance when I stitched these pieces together when they were right sides together. I'm going to use about an 1/8 inch seam allowance on this to top stitch this together, and then we will finish up this project and you will have a cute little heart envelope to put treats or a note in for this Valentine's Day. Here we are at the sewing machine, and I'm just going to start stitching my heart at the bottom, and I'm just going to drop my needle right there. And I want to be cognizant that my edges are lined up. Now when I get to the point of my heart, I'm just going to lift up my presser foot and start again. So here we have our finished envelope. You can see that there's space, plenty of space in there for some candies or a note or whatever you like to give this Valentine's Day to your Valentine. So let's head over to the workstation and let's finish up this project. Now here we are back at the workstation, and you can see we have a little pouch here that we can put our candies or other treats or a note inside of our envelope. And I'm just going to stitch on this heart button to add that little bit of extra Valentine's charm. And that should just take a second or two to take care of that. This button is just decorative, so you just need a few stitches and it should be fine. And that's all we really need. Now if you have some ribbon, you can stitch the ribbon right here at the top so that it acts as a closure to your Valentine's heart. So I'm just going to run over to the sewing machine real quick and I'm going to stitch this on. I didn't have ribbon, as I said. I'm just going to use this cording, but ribbon will work a little bit better. So let me stitch this on and we'll be right back. So I'm back and I've stitched my cording onto my top of my heart. And as you can see, you can just use this as a closure to close up your envelope once you have your stuff inside so that it doesn't fall out. Like I said, ribbon will work a little bit better. This cording is quite small. But you can see how that works. Just perfect. So I hope you enjoyed this project today. And if you did, give me a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and ding that bell for notifications for future Sew Very Crafty videos as they come available. And if you'd like more sewing and crafting tutorials, head over to www.sewverycrafty.com and find loads and loads more sewing and crafting tutorials that you won't find here on the YouTube channel. Many of them are more for intermediate sewists than the beginner sewing projects that we show here on the YouTube channel. But give the blog a try and you can find lots of projects there. So that's it for today. I hope you enjoyed this simple Valentine's Day project. It was a fun one, and give your Valentine a treat using this envelope this year, and have a happy Valentine's Day. I will see you next time. Bye.